Hello, I am Dheeraj Chawda from second year aeronautical engineering. My topic for discussion for today is types of fluid flow visualization. First off, we have is steady flow. The fluid flowing it does not which does not changes with which does not changes its fluid parameters such as velocity, pressure, or density at a particular point with respect to time is known as a steady flow. Next up, we have vice versa to that is unsteady flow. Unsteady flow means the fluid parameters such as velocity, pressure, density changes with respect to time at a particular point. Now, next up we have is uniform flow. Uniform flow is nothing but something expanded in a steady flow. Means the fluid parameters does not changes at a particular length with respect to time. Means for a particular length it does not changes its fluid parameters such as velocity, pressure and density. Vice versa to that we have is non-uniform flow. Non-uniform flow means the fluid parameters changes with respect to time at a particular length. Next up we have is laminar flow. Laminar flow, the fluid flowing in a streamlined pattern does not create any disturbance to the flow. It is known as a laminar flow. It is a smooth flow. Vice versa to that we have is turbulent flow. Turbulent flow means the fluid flowing creates some kind of disturbance or moves away in a random direction. That is known as a turbulent flow. Next up we have is irrotational flow. The fluid flowing or the fluid forming a vortex does not rotate in the axis of the flow. Means a pipe is flowing, it does not rotate in the axis of the flow. It is known as irrotational flow. Vice versa to that, we have a rotational flow. The fluid forming a vortex means a tornado-like of structure. It flows in the axis of the flow. This was rotational flow. Next up we have is compressible flow. A fluid flowing is moves with the pressure. When applied a pressure, it moves with the pressure by external force is known as a compressible force. Vice versa to that, we have is irrotational flow. Irrotational flow is when a pressure is applied, it does not give any effect to the fluid flow. That is known as the incompressible flow. The fluid cannot be further compressed. Next up we have is one-dimensional, two-dimensional flow. One-dimensional flow means the fluid flowing in a straight direction or in the x or y axis, only in one direction, x axis. Two-dimensional flow is a fluid flowing in both x and y directions. Now, next up we have to that is three-dimensional flow. Three-dimensional flow that the fluid flowing in a three-dimensional means the flow can be in y can be combinedly in x, y, and z direction. So this was all 12 flows explained to you. This was all about my fluid flow visualization activity. Thank you. This is my FM activity ISC2. My roll number is 2030. Thank you for watching.